The last month of 2024 is here, and even though the big half of video game releases for the holiday season are already out, there's still quite a few new games launching just in time for Christmas. This is 2024's most realistic, biggest mobile game releases you simply cannot miss. Alright, Delta Force Mobile rockets to the #1 spot, setting a new benchmark for action first-person shooters on iOS and Android with over 50 million pre-registrations across multiple platforms. Well, for those of you who missed it, this is a tactical warfare across 3 different modes: story missions, arena battles, and survival evacuations. First of all, the story mission section is a single player and it's a AAA quality in replay. The stunning visuals alone make up for the whole thing. This game has strategic depth, smooth gameplay, and unmatched intensity, making Delta Force Mobile an absolute gem. There's one problem: this game is roughly 15 gigabytes in size. On second hand, Infinity Nikki is finally out on mobile, and it's way more than just a dress-up game. Firstly, my bad, I used to hate on the idea of the game, but this thing is sitting at the top of the charts as the second best adventure game released within 2024. It's definitely worth checking out if you want something relaxing and pretty to dive into. All day, it's you customizing outfits and a whole wide world to explore. There's fishing, crafting, air balloon rides, and tons of rewards to grab from the launch. The open world vibes are great, and the lore adds a nice depth to the whole experience as well. If you're looking for a flight sim experience on mobiles that's as close to PC quality as you can get, Aerofly FS Global is your ticket. Whether you're a newbie or a pro, this app lets you fly a wide range of aircrafts, everything from airliners to warbirds and even aerobatic stunt planes. It features hyper-realistic 3D cockpits, flight physics, and over 2,000 handmade airports. Plus, the global scenery streaming offers stunning aerial views of the world, perfect for a long-haul flight. For those seeking more, there are in-app purchases that do expand your fleet and missions. If you are, however, craving a back to basics Assassin's Creed with tight stealth gameplay and a solid story, Mirage might be just the hit you're looking for. This game is now available on the Apple Store, and you're looking for something expansive with tons of post-game content. The game offers a more focused and nostalgic experience compared to its recent open-world counterparts, with a reduced emphasis on the RPG mechanics. This game is on a discount right now and also received a new patch for bug fixes. It is a 9 out of 10 in my book, definitely worth checking out. It's playable offline. At number 5, Kerbal Frontline 2 Exilium is finally out, and it's looking like a tactical RPG fan's dream come true. This sequel takes everything up a notch with some really good visuals, like an XCOM-inspired grid-based battle system where every move really counts. You will get to customize your weapons however you like, plus there's a neat twist. You can build bonds with your dolls and even unlock exclusive stories and scenes with them, right? Pre-register now for the goodies like the character Cheetah and other perks to kickstart your squad right now. Rated a literal 5 out of 5, this is also a long time coming, but CarX Drift Racing 3 takes drifting to next level. If you're into high-speed racing and drifting, this game is gonna leave a mark in your memory. It's got this cool damage system as well, so you're gonna need to be careful not to wreck your ride. The campaign's pretty sweet, taking you through drift racing history, and if you're feeling competitive, the AI actually adapts to your every single move. Whether you're into solo races or challenging AI, this one is a drift lover's dream. At number 7, even though we mentioned this game before, however, Blasphemous is now finally available on Android, no longer in alpha phase, but it's still coming to iOS January to February, and it'll take you now about $8. The combat is more intense than any platformer or Castlevania you've ever played in your life, and every single bit of that nostalgic gothic horror from the console version is here. All DLCs included too, and definitely one worth to keep an eye out for. Blasphemous works with a controller and is one of the most challenging games in the list today. Number 8, Journey of Monarch is actually NCSoft's highly anticipated MMORPG, already boasting over 1 million pre-registrations. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, this game delivers a stunning setting and a big detailed universe. In Journey of Monarch, you'll step into the role of a monarch, commanding heroes and customizing your look with gears, mounts, etc. In fact, there's a server preoccupation and character creation event happening at the moment. The game itself is super nostalgic and super fun in combat. The only downside, it is super laggy for a couple more days. At number 9, Golden Spatula is actually Riot Games' new mobile-first auto-battler, now available on Android and iOS worldwide. Finally, if you're a fan of League of Legends and strategy, but more to the point, the auto chess genre, this one's right now the crown jewel in the genre, also ranked as the #1 strategy mobile game of the month. The game features one-on-one combat against 7 other players with a goal of becoming the last champion standing. It is designed for mobile gamers with plenty of depth, playable online, and it takes you roughly 1 GB in size, easily a 10 out of 10. Number 10, just for the fans of old school horror games that do appreciate a modern polish, Forgotten Memories Remastered is now available on the platforms, and it's the finest gaming quality this whole year. The remastered version obviously amps up the tension with new graphics, improved lighting effects, and smoother gameplay as well. Plus, the DLCs are keeping things flowing once all over again. This game offers a setting reminiscent of the Silent Hills in case you missed it, a solid story, and a mood that really tests your nerves. Forgotten Memories Remastered is absolutely worth diving into. It also works with a controller. On the other hand, Shadow of the Depth is a top-down roguelike dungeon crawler. It's possibly one of the best games you'll play by far this whole month. The story in the game is you're a blacksmith's son who's now out for revenge after his village was destroyed by monsters. You're not limited to just one, but several heroes to pick for the journey, each with their own distinct abilities, of course, and there's over 150 different passives for you to consider and unlock to benefit. Every dungeon is randomized, there's a bunch of boss fights, plus the hand-drawn art and lighting of the game really sets the tone for your journey. At number 12, Sonic Rumble is Rovio's first big dive into the Sonic universe. Rovio's, by the way, the famous developers of all the Angry Birds. If you missed it here, Sonic Rumble is opening pre-registration now for iOS and Android and also PCs. This is a 32-player battle royale game that has Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and even Missile Sonic all duking it out in fast-paced, obstacle-filled chaos. It's a cool blend of Fall Guys vibe with all the familiar Sonic speed and mayhem. Pre-registrations get you some rewards right now because we know it's a big shift for Rovio, but honestly, it could be a blast for Sonic fans. At number 13, we've got a game called Tomorrow Nuclear, or Tomorrow MMO Nuclear Quest. This game is set in a post-apocalyptic world where survival is all about crafting, building, and battling zombies. You're gonna start up the game by scavenging, making weapons, and fortifying your shelter to withstand zombie hordes. Later on, then also the other rival players. There's a lot of freedom, so you must use that to explore, team up for quests, and dive into PvP. The whole vibe of the game actually feels like Rust meets RPG, with a sandbox where you can truly make your mark. If you're into survival games with a twist, this one's worth checking out. At number 14, we've got The Abandoned Planet. This is from the famous developers of Boxes, Lost Fragments, Lost in Play, and a bunch of other cool games, all above 4.8 ratings, millions of downloads. This game is a puzzle adventure that has been in the making for years, even a few more months in a demo form. It is now available on mobile platforms with over 100,000 downloads in just several days. We highly recommend The Abandoned Planet if you enjoy pixel art designs, because you really won't go any further than this for free. It's a small game in size as well, with a mad amount of creativity and puzzles. Definitely an S-tier quality mobile game in nature. At number 15, we're gonna give a quick shout out to A Webbing Journey, which might just be the best game in the list today. Still, it's not one of the most realistic games obviously, but once you step into the tiny shoes of the Selkie character, you cannot simply put your phone down. In this game, obviously you play as an endearing little spider, and you gotta transform an ordinary house into your webby playground. With pretty vibrant sandbox mechanics, in the game you're free to swing, climb, and spin intricate webs anywhere you please. This adventure is equal parts relaxing and addictively fun, and an imaginative journey that you simply cannot miss. Alright, so here's the bit of a sad part of the video. For those of you who were blown away like myself when it was revealed a couple years ago, the Hidden Ones now, which was formerly known as Hitori no Shira, Project The Outcast, is now gearing up for a 2025 release and is looking really solid. This game is an action brawler set in this modern day China, following a young martial artist with some seriously powerful techniques passed down by his grandfather. The aesthetic definitely gives it a grounded feel, which should set it apart from other ARPGs. It's definitely got potential. Let's just see if it can bring in fans who don't know the webcomic. Take a look. If you've ever dreamt of running your own pet store, Pet Shop Manager Simulation lets you live that fantasy with a twist. I mean, first of all, we rarely get a mobile game that's this positively rated and well acclaimed, but this one's legitimately good. You start off in the game with just a few furry friends and work your way up by breeding, training, and selling pets like puppies, kittens, and even reptiles. This game is all about balance, caring for your pets, keeping customers happy, and making really tough business decisions, with tons of options for your shop and a steady flow of challenges, and pretty realistic as well. And last but not least, Chop Chop Guys is basically Fall Guys but with its own crazy spin. In the game, you're thrown into pretty wacky, over-the-top races with really goofy characters, where the goal is to just survive a very chaotic course full of traps, obstacles, and pure mayhem. The game is all about getting to the finish line, but sometimes you're gonna lose a hit or two along the way, literally. The fun in the game is in the unpredictability, with each round getting crazier and more ridiculous. If you're into action-packed, silly races that don't make themselves too seriously, this is your game. Thanks for watching.